Hello students, I hope all of you are doing good. In this video, I am going to explain the poem Amanda by Robin Klein. Now, the poet Robin Klein is an Australian writer who basically writes for children. She was born on 28th February 1936 in South Wales, Australia. She is known to write poems where the protagonist is the protagonist rebels against the structured environment, whatever conventional ideas and traditions or things are going on. The protagonist of Robin Klein always is against that. Now in this poem Amanda also you will read about a girl, Amanda, who is in her teenage, who is a school going girl, and she is in her teenage, and she is very fed up of the instructions of the various do's and don'ts imposed by her mother each and every time. She is so fed up that in her own imagination she has kind of set up a world which is completely different. The set of do's and don'ts are too much harsh on her, and of course when you read the poem you will feel that the elders also, like here we have the mother, she doesn't understand the perspective of the daughter. So let's start reading this interesting poem. Every child feels that she or he is controlled and instructed not to do one thing or another. Every one of you, I'm addressing you students, all of you must be feeling that there are various things which you are always asked not to do. You want to do those things, but you are not allowed to do those things. You too may feel that your freedom is curtailed. Here curtailed means restricted. So like this, you always feel that your freedom is curtailed. Write down some of the things you want to do, but your parents or elders do not allow you to. So you have to write down some of the things which you always want to do, or you always have wanted to do, but your parents, your elders don't allow you to do it. And you have to be very, very, truthful in it. Don't create points. Whatever has happened in reality, write only those things. Okay. When we read the poem, we see that the poem is in a kind of conversational tone. But the whole conversation has been done only by the mother. The speaker is only the mother. Don't do this, don't do that. And the protagonist, Amanda, is kind of, she doesn't speak anything, but her thoughts are very much, expressive. She expresses her thought, but they remain her thoughts only. She doesn't come up, she doesn't speak up her thoughts. So let's begin reading this poem. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. So see, right in the beginning we have 3 lines, and in all the 3 lines we see it starts with don't. First of all, don't bite your nails. Second is don't hunch your shoulders. That means don't bend your shoulders, sit in an erect position. And stop that slouching and sit up straight. So don't move so lazily. Sit up straight. So these are the kinds of instructions which the mother is always giving to Amanda. Now somebody is persistently, if somebody is consistently instructing you, or always curtailing your freedom, how would you feel? You would of course feel very defiant. If someone always doesn't give you permission, then the rebellion, the feeling of rebellion in your heart, it becomes more intense. Here also, just after these 3 lines put by the mother, which have of course started with don't, we see some lines, but those lines have been given within a bracket. That shows that the lines have not been spoken up. Those lines are still in the thoughts of Amanda. Now what does she say? She feels there is a languid. Languid means very relaxed, very comforting. So there is a languid emerald sea. Emerald sea, what's the color of emerald? Green. So the color of the sea is green. Here we find the poetic device. What? Metaphor. Because the sea has been compared with emerald, because the color of the sea is green. Got it? So Amanda feels that there is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me. Sole inhabitant, the only inhabitant in this green sea is only Amanda, nobody else. A mermaid drifting blissfully. So she thinks that she is a mermaid who is moving in a very relaxed, in a very comforting way, in a very easy way in this deep green sea. And see, she feels that there is nobody with her in this sea. So here we have a glimpse into the thought of Amanda. Amanda doesn't want anybody with her to be in that deep green sea because she's fed up with everyone. She just wants to be alone in the whole world. She wants to live a life of comfort. She is completely exhausted by the consistent instructions given by her mother. Don't do this, don't do that. So there is a kind of rebellion in her. And therefore she wants to live alone. She wants to move along alone in a deep green sea like a mermaid. Okay. Then again, the same instructions. Did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes. Again, 3 lines but 3 sets of instructions. The first one is, did you finish your homework? So the mother is asking her about her homework. Second, she is asking her to tidy up her room. And third, she is asking her to clean her shoes. If you are continuously instructing somebody like this, only giving commands, only giving orders, then nobody is going to listen to you. And here also, I've already told you that Amanda is fed up with these instructions. Sit straight, don't slouch, don't hunch your shoulders, don't bite your nails, finish your homework, tidy up your room, clean your shoes. Now what is this? How can this little girl sustain? And nobody can live with so many kinds of interruptions. And therefore, just after that, there are yet few lines given within bracket, and we can easily understand that those are the thoughts of Amanda. Now how does she feel, and what does she want to be like? It's very funny, but it happens. See what she says. I am an orphan roaming the street. I pattern soft dust with my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. So she now feels to walk on the dusty street, to roam the street like an orphan. She doesn't want any parent, because she has seen that the parents are always nagging up behind her. So she doesn't want any parent, she doesn't want any elder. She wants to roam on the streets just like an orphan. She wants to make various patterns on the dusty streets with her hushed means silenced, very quiet. Bare means without footwear. She doesn't want to wear any shoe or any slippers. She wants to be barefoot. She wants to roam across the street with her bare feet. She wants to make various footprints, patterns on this dust. And then she says, the silence is golden and the freedom is sweet. So for her, this kind of silence is like gold. Again, we have poetic device, metaphor. Here, silence has been compared with gold, and freedom is sweet. She wants freedom because she doesn't have freedom. Her freedom is always restricted by the elders, by her mother, by continuously giving her instructions. Don't do this, don't do that. She is, in fact, her freedom is curtailed, her freedom is restricted in every possible way. So this is a kind of complete rebellion. The more you suppress somebody, the more defiant that person would become. So here also, the more the mother wants to suppress Amanda, the more defiant she has become. Now she wants to roam the street like an orphan. She wants to make various patterns with her silent and bare feet. Okay. Then again her mother speaks. Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, Amanda? Will you please look at me when I'm speaking to you, Amanda? So this time, what is it? Don't eat that chocolate. So she must be eating chocolate. All the kids, they love chocolates. So Amanda also, she is eating chocolate, and that time only the mother interrupts. Don't eat that chocolate. Remember your acne. You have an acne on your face. You don't eat chocolate. Will you please look at me when I'm speaking to you, Amanda? So, like a defiant girl, Amanda is not looking at her mother. She must be looking down. So, her mother is telling, look at me when I'm speaking at you. So, very, very harsh instructions. And then again, Amanda starts her line of thought. I am Rapunzel, she says. Oh, do you know who is Rapunzel? Yes, Rapunzel, there is a fairy tale where Rapunzel is a princess, and she was kept on a very high tower where nobody could reach, and she only remained there, and the witch who kept her, she asked Rapunzel to drop Rapunzel's hair, and like ladder she came up and entered into that high tower. That castle was on such a height with the help of the long hair of Rapunzel. So Rapunzel is a fairy princess known to have a very long and beautiful hair. So here Amanda wants to be like that Rapunzel. Now why does she want to be Rapunzel? Not because she wants long hair. It's because she wants to live on such a castle on such a height that nobody can enter into her castle, into her tower without her permission, because the witch also entered into the room only with her permission and with her help. So Amanda also wants to enter into that room. Amanda also wants to live a life of her own, where nobody enters and disturbs her or interrupts her without her permission. So she says, I am Rapunzel. I have not a care. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. So she feels that living a life like Rapunzel in such a high tower is tranquil. Tranquil means very peaceful, and rare means that life is not very easy to get. I will certainly never let down my bright hair. Why will she not let down her bright hair? Because with the help of that bright hair only, the witch or even the prince came up and entered into her tower, into her castle. So Amanda says that she wants to live like Rapunzel on such a high tower. The life will be very peaceful there, and she will not let her bright hair down so that anybody would come and disturb her. So ultimately the meaning is that she doesn't want anybody to interrupt her, disturb her. She wants to be alone. She wants to live a life of peace, tranquility. And why is she not able to live that life? Because her mother is consistently nagging her. Her mother is consistently interrupting her and restricting her freedom. Always she has something or the other instruction for her ready with her. Then again mother says, stop that sulking at once. Amanda, you are always so moody, Amanda. So stop that sulking. Sulking means kind of frowning. So anybody, any girl, if you instruct so much and always give her so many kind of rude and harsh behavior, then anybody will be sulking. But here mother says, don't sulk. Don't sulk. And you are always so moody, Amanda. That means she blames Amanda that she is moody. And she is not able to understand why Amanda has become so much moody. And you all will be able to relate, and you all will be able to understand why Amanda is so much moody. Anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. So she tells Amanda not to, sulk so much, not to frown, not to be so moody. And last line is the funniest of all. She says that don't do these kind of things. Anybody would feel that I have nagged at you. So right from the beginning of the poem, we have seen that the mother is consistently nagging at Amanda, and at last she says that don't be moody and don't sulk so much. Anybody would feel that I have nagged you. So like this statement is ironical. Here we find irony. Now what is the irony here? The irony is that Amanda's mother in reality is consistently nagging her, is consistently behaving in such a harsh way, giving her instructions. But then at last, ironically, she says that don't be so moody and stop frowning. Anybody would think that I have nagged at you. So this is your poem, and you must have some of you must have related the whole poem with their lives. We have many elders at our homes who constantly nag at us. They are there who the children, the school going children like you, they require somebody who understand them, who kind of understand what they are thinking. But if such elders are there who don't understand the kids and who always push up them, who always demoralize them, who always are kind of nagging behind them, then of course we'll have several Amandas at in this world. So with this note, let us call it for a day, and in the next video we shall be discussing the question answers. Till then, read the poem and come up with your extra doubts. We shall be dealing with them in the doubt taking session. Goodbye. Take care of yourselves.